Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here today on Captain Clyde's MTG. Today's news, we have updated release timing for Warhammer 40k decks, and we'll go over a brief arena thing for Alchemy, because not a whole lot's going on, and oh my god, I gotta show you guys what they're doing in Alchemy. It's really getting out of hand. Um, if you like Alchemy, you like Arena, have at it. I like Arena just to play actual Magic, but it's just getting worse as we go. But anyway, before we get into that, remember, like, subscribe, comments down below, feeds the YouTube algorithm. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so please, just one click will do wonders for the channel, and we would appreciate it. If you've done everything you can for the channel, don't forget there's links in the description to the eBay store with lots of cool products. The Patreon link is in there as well. You can sign up for a monthly fee to get tons of cool swag for the money you donate. And there's also an email in there if you just want to reach out and say hi. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So tray tables and seat backs, because you're going to buckle up for this one, Buttercup. So first off, we'll go over the easy stuff. Update to Warhammer 40k. As you've seen, the 40k Commander decks, it says, due to the ongoing global supply chain issue and challenges and delays. In other words, we make too much stuff and we can't get it all done in time. The Commander decks are now slated for October 7th. So, yeah. For me, end of October is when they're going to have their 30th anniversary. I honestly believe some of this is probably timed so they can have a big, cool release at the end of October at the 30th anniversary with the Commander decks or some special thing thereof. Personal opinion, don't know if it's true. If it was me, I would change October 7th, honestly, to the week before the release or the week after that event to A, get more money, B, do something special at the event. So I think something special is going to happen there. We'll just call it a thing. If I'm wrong, who really cares? It's just 40k. Um, so the release date changed for both the regular and collector's edition of Warhammer decks. The Secret Lair Warhammer 40k Orcs, spelled weird. Warhammer Age of Simgar and the Secret Lair Blood Bowl drops will also be impacted. We will follow up in the coming weeks with additional details on updating timing. Maybe those will be the ones that were released during that special event in Vegas. Who knows? That's where my money is. You guys tell me what you think. What would you do? If I was Wizards, I'd try to do something special like that because there's supposed to be something special at that event that you can only get if you go. So I'm going. Yeah. Anyway, so after that, we have a few other things to talk about. First thing I'd like to talk about is the Alchemy Horizons Baldurs Gate stuff. So I'm not going to go through all this stuff, but let me start off by saying this. You'll notice a lot of these cards have changed. For example, the Champions of Tyr, 2 white and 2 for a 4/3 now. It has flying. It also has double team. It says when they enter the battlefield, you get a boon, which is when you cast your next creature spell, that creature enters the battlefield with your choice, a +1/+1 counter, a flying counter, or a lifelink counter. So we've already got 2 new mechanics. We have boon, we have double team. So feel free to go through this. You guys can see here's another double team card. Sworn to the Legion got changed. When it enters the battlefield, non-totem creatures you control perpetually gain double team. Whenever you cast a creature spell, it perpetually gains double team. So Sworn to the Legion now does something different. This guy just has double team. So forth and so on. A lot of these cards, in my personal opinion, are just absurd. And here's why. So as we go through this, you'll notice there's double team, there's ward, all kinds of new mechanics just in general. And their normal changing of stuff, like, this is 7 mana for a 7/6, which is also absurd. But anyway, moving on. As we go through this, I'd like to get down to a section down here to show you guys not only the multicolor stuff where it's different, but notice the lands here. The gates come in tap, but it says for 4 mana, seek a non-land card, activate only once. Add 1 black when you tap it. So, you for 4 mana can get any card out of your deck. This is disgusting and way too overpowered. Also, there's a new thing called Specialize. You'll notice this specialized creature here has 5 different types. Why is that? Well, I'll give you a brief rundown what Specialize is. So Specialize, it says when the novice enters the battlefield, creature cards in your hand perpetually get +1/+1. They all say the same thing. However, you'll notice on the back, you have a different card. It's 2 white and 1 for a 3/3 lifelink. When this creature specializes, you get a boon with when you cast your next creature spell, that creature enters the battlefield with lifelink. Well, I'll leave it flipped over. You look at this one. This one's now a blue-white one. It says 3/4 in Vigilance. This creature specializes. Seek 3 non-land permanent cards. Choose one of those cards and shuffle the rest into your library. I don't know why you seek 3 non-land permanent cards and then choose one of those cards and shuffle the rest in your library. Just pick the one you want. But anyway, point being, over here we have a black-white version. When it specializes, you create 2/2 black zombie tokens. So basically, you get 7 power on turn 3 basically. Seems fair. This one here has double strike, 2/3, and whenever it's dealt damage, it does that much damage to any target. Now, we'll go to Boris Reckoner with double strike. The green one here, when it leaves the battlefield, creates a 4/4 Ox, plus it's a 4/4 for 3. Seems fair. And then we have, oops, wrong one. That's a different card. So, you can notice blue, black, green, red, and then the actual white version. So there's one for every color. So what is all this double team, specialize, and all this other stuff we got going on? So like I said, if you want to check these cards out, feel free. I'm not going to go over them because I honestly don't think a lot of people play this stuff. If you do and it's your jam, more power to you. But honestly, some of this stuff is so silly, it's not even magic. So if you go in here and you see this next article here, what talks about Baldur's Gate pre-orders begin tomorrow, you'll see here it actually goes over what Specialize is. So Specialize, it says you pay mana and discard a card or discard a color/land type of your choice to change your card to the new card with its effects. This change depends on which color you discarded. So it says land types. I'm assuming mountains count as red, so forth and so on. So basically, if you want that other card, like I just showed you, with a different color, you pay the specialized cost and discard a card. So, yeah, not real sure I'm fond of that, just to be honest. Um, it just makes the cards so random and so different. I mean, do what you want, and I think Specialize also has an effect that, let me go back over here, back down to Specialize. So here it says, it says right here, pay mana and discard a card, land type, choice a new card with its effects. The change depends on the color you discard. If you look over here at Specialize, like this says Specialize 2. So you put it in the battlefield and you can just flip it over. It's either going to be that or the Specialize goes on top of the mana cost. Because why does both sides have mana cost? It doesn't explain it well enough for me, for me to even understand what it's trying to tell me here. So it's yeah, it's just so confusing. Double team. So when a creature with double team attacks, if it's not a token, you get to conjure a duplicate of the original into your hand, and both cards lose double team. So basically, if you go back over here and you look at all these cards that have double team, i.e., this guy, when he swings, you get another one of this guy in your hand. When when this guy swings, you get an extra one in your hand. Um, this guy is just an extra card. It's giving you more card. It's basically saying draw a card of a chosen type by having a card with double team, which really throws the game out of whack as far as card advantage goes, and in my opinion makes double team way too good. I mean, not all the cards with double team are great, but they all don't have to be great when you sometimes just want extra cards. So, not fond of that either. Then of course Boone, which we kind of read it right. So new to the Magic Gathering mechanic. It's not exclusive to Alchemy Horizons Baldur's Gate set. Boon is a way to represent delayed triggers similar to an emblem, but once they trigger, they disappear. Um, I mean, I'm not too. That one, that's probably the one I'm most okay with, but the double team thing and the specialized thing, um, it seems to me they're making alchemy way too complicated to try to make it interesting enough for people to play it. To the point, like I mentioned in several videos before, the reason why I don't like it is it's not Magic. If I wanted to play some shenanigans like this, to be honest with you, um, I would probably play a different game. I would play, uh, I'd play Runeterra or I'd play um, any of the other card games that have these weird mechanics built into them instead of playing Magic, because Magic's always been Magic. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too old for this. Maybe you should get off my lawn, youngin. Anyway, point being, if this is your jam, that's great. Tell me in the comments below what you guys think about these new mechanics. I think that they're a bit out there, in my opinion, a little bit too broken, and too easily to manipulate, because these are going to be things that I think are going to have to be toned down or cards banned if people even try to play this format. So, don't think it's going to happen, but hey, seen weirder things. It is 2022. So, with that said, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate your time. Until next time, be kind, and as always, I hope to see you across from the game table.